Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a video where I'm testing out lots of hot new products, and these are mainly high-end products, well actually all high-end. Really excited to test these out for you guys. We have a new foundation from Vulgar that looks really nice. We also have a couple palettes here. I just did a poll on Instagram to see what you guys would want to see. We have the new all-nighter setting spray. We just have a bunch of new products that I'm super excited to get into. So if you guys are interested in seeing this video, definitely keep watching and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Let's just go ahead and get started. While you guys are voting on what eyeshadow palette we should use, I'm going to go ahead and get started with a new foundation from Vulgar, and this is the Cool AF Lava Water Foundation. Now this has like the cutest packaging ever. This is what the box looks like. I did get two shades as always. I think I'm going to be 6.2, but we will see. It says, keep cool and put your flawless face forward. Our full coverage matte liquid Cool AF Lava Water Foundation is lightweight, buildable, and long wearing. Formulated with detoxifying charcoal powder. Ooh, interesting. And hydrating moringa butter. Our refreshing formula will cover imperfections and even out your complexion. To top it off, exotic volcanic lava water sourced from the ancient Jeju, I'm going to say, island delivers antioxidants, minerals, and nutrients that nourish, keeping your skin supple and strong, perfect for normal, combination, and oily skin types. So it doesn't say dry, keep that one in mind. But this sounds really cool. I've never heard of a foundation having all this stuff in it. I'm really interested that it has charcoal powder. It's probably why it's really good for oily skin, because charcoal does help mattify. So I will have little annotations in here telling you guys how much everything is. But the colors that I got is 6.2 and 4.3. So let's just open this bad boy up. These are so cute. Oh, look. It is a glass bottle. Vulgar always has like really cute packaging. So it does have their logo right there, some detail in the glass. And then like I said, you do have the pump and then the little birdie on top, which is so cute. So we have number 62 and number 43. I think I said 6.2 and 4.3. That's completely wrong. Here are the shades. So the top one is 62. The bottom one is 43. I like the tone of 43 a little bit better, but 62 is probably going to match me more with my self tan. So I'm just going to go with 62 for this one. And then we're going to take a sponge and apply it to the right side, and then the left side I will use a brush. Yeah, that tone is like super off. I feel like I need to go in with 43. So I'm going to take this off really quickly because I just realized I didn't prime, and this foundation shade is a little too yellow. So I'm going to prime and go in with 43, and I'm just going to use my regular primers, Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and also the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Priming Water. So again, I'm going in with 43. I definitely think this will be a better tone for me. This one's still looking really yellow. That's kind of surprising. We'll just have to make this work. But I did get new shades in the Juvia's Place foundation because I've been having a hard time finding a shade in that foundation that like works well. So I'm hoping I can get something at least close so I can show you guys, because I have tested it out. It's just the color was really off. The coverage is definitely full, and it's not looking heavy on the skin at all. It's actually leaving a really nice finish. It's not dewy, maybe a little bit satin. Yeah, this looks pretty good. There is a little bit of redness peeking through right here. I'm gonna see if I can just take my sponge and lightly go over that. I don't think it necessarily builds up coverage because I can still see that redness, so I wouldn't say it's buildable, but it does have really good coverage. And now I'm going to go in with this IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe foundation brush. And I'm just going to put this on my skin. We're going to see if one applies better than the other. It does look really nice with a brush. Listen, I'm not embarrassed of my redness at all. And I'm actually glad I have it because it's so fun trying new foundations and seeing it like vanish, you know? I'm grateful that I have pretty good skin. Like my only issue is redness. And that's something that's like easily covered, but I also just love watching it all go away, you know what I mean? I like it. I'm definitely gonna have to use a sponge on my nose, so let's see if we can build this up because there's a little bit of redness peeking through. Other than that though, I feel like both sides look pretty much the same. It's just for my nose and like to get good coverage, I have to go in with a sponge. If you find you're having a hard time with your makeup staying on your nose, I recommend applying your items with a sponge and then also putting a good full coverage concealer on top as well, because that will help everything like stay in place. I think this looks really good. Even though the color is a little bit off, I don't think it's bad at all. It looks really pretty. It definitely is full coverage. I will say I know there's a lot of people that don't set their foundation, but I have to. It doesn't feel like you're gonna have to set it, but there's a little bit of stickiness to it, you know? So I would just kind of like maybe do a little bit, you know, just a little bit of powder, but I don't feel like you have to set the entire face. I guess just set your problem areas if you normally don't powder, but you want it to be set in place. Now we're going to take this Tom Ford Traceless foundation stick in the shade Warm Almond because I really wanted to try this as a cream contour. This is what the product looks like, and I'm pretty sure mine melted. Yeah, I think mine's broken because it doesn't twist up. I don't know what happened. I think it happened in shipment or something, but I really want to try it still. I'm going to use this little brush. This is a It Cosmetics highlight brush. I'm going to use it to contour today. I'm just going to dip it into the contour stick. Now this is a foundation. It's not marketed as a cream bronzer, but I just wanted to try it. I've never tried this as a foundation either. If you have, let me know. And then I'm just going to take my brush and kind of blend that out. Not bad at all. In person, it looks really good. I feel like it looks more harsh on camera, but in person, it actually like just melted and looks really nice. I just realized my mic was off, but I'm going to take you guys through my concealer routine. I'll just fast forward you through it. So I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in 375 and 355. Got foundation, concealer, bronzer on. Now I'm going in with a new powder. This is from Elcie, and it's a translucent powder, so I'm glad I picked this one because we are pretty bronze, and I don't think we need any bronzer. Maybe just a little bit on the cheeks, but that's it. And I'm hoping that this translucent powder just like sets everything, kind of like my Ilia powder where it doesn't change the colors or anything, and you can still see the bronze coming through. So this is the Elcie translucent powder in light medium. For some reason I thought I got like just a translucent powder, but we'll try out the light medium. So this is what the packaging looks like, and it does have a nice little sifter. I like that this isn't a super bulky compact. That's really nice. Do you guys remember back in the day when the e.l.f., what were they called? They were lip pots. They looked kind of like this. They were huge, basically like tinted chapsticks with a lot of SPF. They smelled so good. This kind of reminds me of that, but like with a little bit of a prettier packaging. So that is the shade light medium, and I'm just going to take my sponge like I normally do and set my under eyes and my entire face. So the light medium definitely lightened up my face, which I wasn't really looking for, and I feel like you have to really work this out. But I will say it looks very, very smooth. I'm going to try it with a brush real quick. So I'm just going to take this little Morphe brush and just pat it in and see if we get a different result. I don't think it's a bad powder at all. I don't know, something's different with this one. I feel like you really gotta work it out. I'm not a huge fan. I feel like it's looking a little bit ashy. It lightened everything up. I would recommend if you kind of just did what I did, I would go in with the Ilia powder and just set everything. That way you don't have to go back in with bronzers and things like that. I'm going to be using this Nomad Sydney Bathers, I think is how you say it. This is a face palette, and it has 4 highlighting and bronzing powders to create the natural glistening look of the sexy Sydney Ciders, because I think this is an Australian brand. Formulated with extra fine pigments, making each powder smooth, blendable, and buildable. Infused with macadamia oil to help skin feel soft and moisturized. I did not get this on Sephora. I don't even know how much it is, but it looks expensive, so I figured I would try it out. Manly Beach is what I'll use to kind of bronze up the skin. And then we'll see if I should go in with these as highlight, like this one right here. It just looks a little dark. Not going to do too much since we have quite a bit of bronzer going on the skin, but this is really pretty. Did bring some warmth back to the face after the powder kind of made us all one shade. That's the bronzer from the palette on. It does look really, really pretty. This does look gorgeous. Like, it looks very smooth. Even that powder looks really smooth. Like, my texture is actually looking really good. So now I'm going to take this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. This is in the shade Luminous Flush. I actually haven't used an Hourglass blush in so long, so I wanted to try this out. Looks really pretty. It really just gives you that gorgeous pink flush to the cheek. Nothing super heavy, which I enjoy. And it looks great on the skin. I'm telling you, everything looks so smooth right now. I also have this Lilly Lashes Sephora Collection Gold Digger palette that I just got. I actually saw that she did a few things with the Sephora collection, so I'm wondering if she's going to come out with makeup products. The front says, "What's your favorite position, CEO?" These look very, very pretty. So you do have bronzers in here as well. You have bronzers, 2 blush, and 2 highlighters. They look pretty decent. That's what they look like from the Sephora palette with Lilly. And then this Nomad palette, this is what they look like. This one would definitely be the shade that I would probably go for. And then what I'll do is I'll use this in another video and we'll kind of play with it a little bit more since I can probably get away with a highlight in this palette. So I'm going to take my Anastasia A23 brush and I'm going to just dabble into the first 2 shades, which is Balmoral Beach and then Tamarama Beach, I think is how you say it, and mix them together. Ooh, that is pretty. It's definitely very glowy. So I'm using the first shade, which in here it looks very pink, but on the skin it really doesn't look bad at all. I'm going to take my blush brush and just tap right over to blend. I'm going to do a little bit of my Morphine setting spray on my Anastasia brush and dip into that first shade again and see if I can hit the high points of my cheek. I like that color. I did not think I was going to because I'm not really a pink highlight kind of person. That highlight is definitely going to be the one that I use, and then the other 2 I would probably use as eyeshadows, especially this one. But that little pop right there with the Morphe setting spray made it look extra, extra good. Now I'm going to see what you guys said for the poll. I'm going to see which eyeshadow palette you guys want to see. Ooh, and the Tarte one is in the lead at 52%. So we're going to be using the Tarte palette, which I'm excited about because it does look very, very pretty. So we're going to be using this new Tarte palette that I'm excited about because it does look very pretty. Only thing is this packaging really trips me out. Like when you look at it straight on in person, it's like my eyes cannot focus, but like on camera it looks cool. This is one of the Tarte palettes that when it launched or like when I saw them post about it on Instagram, I was like, okay, I can get behind this one. That is what it looks like, very pretty. You have a really nice big mirror, and we're just gonna play with some of these shades. So I have some purples on. I'm wondering if I should play with the mauves. So I'm gonna go on with the shade Oh Dear first, which is right here, and blend that into my crease. The pan sizes of these are really nice as well. Ooh, that's a pretty like everyday color. Now we're gonna take a blending brush and go into Qualified, like koala, right here. I'm gonna blend that in the outer V. These are blending really well and they have great pigmentation. I really saw this on their Instagram and I commented on it. It's very rare that I comment on makeup brands' photos. And I was just like, oh, yes. But I like that this has a mixture of like mauves, warms, blues. It's just really pretty. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a flat definer brush and I'm going to go in with Iguana Love You. And I'm going to put that in the middle and kind of take it up into the crease. Go a little over halfway. This is without any product on the brush. It's just going straight from the palette to my eyes. That is really pretty. Okay, I'm going to take that other color and qualify it again, and I'm just going to make sure this is all nice and blended in that outer V and crease. Now I'm going to wipe off that brush and I'm going to go in with Irrelevant, or do I want to go in with Hypocritical? Actually, I'm going to go in with Hypocritical, this one right here, going along with the color scheme, and put this in my inner corner to make it pop. Go back in, a little bit of Oh Dear, and just blending the edges. I will say I have a little bit of fallout, but it's not bad. So that's the eyeshadow done for the top. Then I'm just going to go in with Bare Necessities, the simple bare necessities. I'm going to use that to line my lower lashes. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush and go in with Oh Dear and blend that out. I'm going to go in with Swan Song, which is the white, and pop this into the inner corner. And now I'm just going to take this Benefit. This is a 24-hour eye pencil in brown. And then I'm going to quickly fill in my brows just a little bit. I'm just going to be using the Catrice brow pencils, and I don't have any like new high-end ones, so I'm Just gonna quickly fill in these brows. That is the eyebrows done. I am going to quickly highlight. I forgot to mention this is the Unleashed palette. So I'm going to take my brush and go in with that same Swan Song, which is what we used on the inner corner, and just highlight underneath that brow. Now we're gonna get into some lip products. I don't know which one I'm gonna use. There's so many, but I have 2 from Makeup Forever and then 3 from Ofra. So these are the Makeup Forever Nudist Nude Cream. I think they're liquid lips. Yeah, liquid lipsticks. We have Exposed and Bluff. This one is Buff. This one is Exposed. I think I want to use Buff. Buff looks really pretty. And then we have some of these Ofra lip glosses, which I definitely want to use. I think I'm going to go in with this lighter one. This is actually in the shade Apricot Dream. And then I have 2 other shades that I want to try, which are Chill Pink and Cherry Mocha. So this one is Chill Pink and this one is Cherry Mocha. They both look really pretty. I think I'm going to use Apricot and then this Makeup Forever Buff. So I'm just going to quickly line my lips. And we're going to take that buff color. Ooh, that's really ashy. I'm actually going to take a little bit of Exposed and put it on top just to see which color I like more. Not obsessed with the lip colors for this look, so I'm going to wipe that off. I think they're just too dark for what I'm going for. Okay, so this gloss I just put on is the Ofra Cherry Mocha, and it looks really pretty. So I'm going to stick with this one. Feels really nice too. I love the applicator. That's a juicy lip color. It has a lot of pigment too. That's Cherry Mocha. So I'm going to be taking this Urban Decay All Nighter Summer Solstice Scented Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. The packaging just draws you in, doesn't it? It just looks so pretty. I actually really love the Urban Decay All Nighter, like the regular one, and the De-Slick. De-Slick is one of my favorites. I did buy the travel size because I already have a couple of these. Oh my god, that does smell so good. It just kind of smells like you're at the beach. I used to not love setting sprays and now I'm just like obsessed with them. And Urban Decay is definitely my favorite for setting sprays. This is the final makeup look and I really, really like it. I've been liking my makeup recently, which is crazy. I've been trying out so many new products and I found a lot of good ones lately. People are really stepping up the game. I really like the foundation. I think my skin looks so nice and smooth. I love the blush. I think the highlight is really pretty. I actually like this palette as a whole, this Nomad palette. I think it is really nice. I will say I would only use 2 of the shades out of that palette, but I still really like it and think it's so pretty. This Unleashed palette from Tarte is definitely a hit. I think it is beautiful. I can't wait to use it some more. I really like the foundation. I think the foundation just looks so nice on my skin, as well as the Hourglass blush. I think that looks great as well. I actually really love this Tom Ford foundation as a cream contour. I need to replace it with one that actually works, but I do really like the color. It makes everything nice and warm. I did apply a little bit more today because the Elcie one kind of took away a lot of that color. So I think this is a good powder because it is really smooth on my skin, but I'm gonna have to play with it with a few more foundations to see if it kind of gives that ashy tone with the other foundations, because I did notice it being more ashy than I would like. I will try out these Makeup Forever liquid lips. I don't think that they're a matte liquid lip. I think they're just like liquid lipsticks. I do really like this Ofra lip gloss in Cherry Mocha. I think this is so pretty. It's so juicy. It's not sticky, which I appreciate. And then of course, the Summer Solstice All Nighter smells so good. And if you love the All Nighter setting spray, I think this is a fun one to have for spring and summer. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated as the weeks go on if these products still work for me or if something just isn't going to work out at all. And I think that is it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.